I know you did the stress test, which is quite an interesting bit of theory. Did that change your life? Was that
massive? Yeah, huge. Yeah, I don't very often get angry now.
You did before?
I used to, very, very much. And I wasn't proud of it. Because if you do get angry, you lose control of what you say and what you do, and you should always be very, very aware. You should own what you say and own what you do all the time. Take responsibility. I think that's absolutely vital, but I'm now using that in my management. So hopefully I've learned from it, but I'm a much better person and parent right now. That's not coming from me, that's coming from them.
Okay, that's great. You're also really well known for your pre- and post-match comments, obviously in the media and quoting and stuff. Do you think sometimes that gets priority, whereas your managerial ability, would you prefer them to focus on other things, or how do you feel about that?
That's a brilliant question again. None of it really matters. The truth is, none of it really matters, because you can't change someone's perception of you. And the media perception of people is very, very different to the real person anyway. You know, I'm sure Michael Jackson isn't this complete, real, total weirdo that he shows the rest of the world. Somewhere along the line there's probably a really damaged young kid who never had a childhood, who's had to do things that he probably didn't want to do himself, you know. So what everybody thinks of me anyway, I can't change. I can only be me. I do get annoyed sometimes because if they get one word different, it doesn't make sense. Because I know what I say. You know, I don't want people to be, for example, I don't want people to be expectant. Because if you're expectant, you just are being the wrong type of person. I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. Even if we're 3 down with 20 minutes to go, I still believe we're going to, you know, there's a big, big difference. And, you know, I was quoted the other day that I was not optimistic. They forgot that word. They use wishful. And that makes it seem like I'm sat here going, oh, please, it's win. I don't ever feel like that. So it's totally wrong. And I did say one, if I had, so I was quoted as saying, if I had long hair, I'd be a rock star. I didn't say that at all. What I said is, if my auntie had testicles, she'd be my uncle. Because if is the biggest word in this world, you know. So I'm only, now they obviously couldn't print that one, but it's been twisted to make no sense. I.e., every club you work for has a certain cloth. You cut your cloth accordingly. So Plymouth, I'm not going to be able to buy all these people for 2, 3, 4 million. I know that, but out of the players that I've got, the cloth that I've got, I think I can make a very, very nice suit. Not soup. Someone quoted me of saying soup. Because if you actually think about that, that doesn't make sense at all, does it? And the world famous one, I actually meant at the time. I was under a bit of pressure, but I talked to my players in those circumstances, because I honestly believe women go out there and do the ugly trawling on a night as well. If you're not attached to anyone and you go out on a night, I swear to you, women do the same thing. Look around, oh, he's nice, I wonder if he wants to dance, and oh, I don't like the ugly one there. I was always the ugly one. And I know blokes do that, so, you know, I've actually used that as a scenario about coffee. And everybody, but I actually talked to my players like that, you know. That was an ugly win, it wasn't the best, you know. I want to play better than that, and it all makes sense if you actually stop and think about it. I want to win well, it's about a performance. We've got to have a good performance and we get good results, you know. Even if I'm not happy if we win and we play poorly. I don't like that. I don't think that leads to a continuation of what you do. And to be successful, you have to continue. You have to have habits that are sustainable and you're committed to, that get you regular success. And I believe every single person in every walk of life who's successful has these habits. They face the things they've done wrong. They don't blame other people. They take responsibility for that. They look at it and they do it different next time, because they admit they're wrong. And they're not like, oh, how unlucky was I? How many people? Oh, you know, how unlucky was I? They have as much bad luck as anybody else, yet they don't put up with it. They won't accept it. They get on with it. They look at it, see it for what it is, and change it. So, you know, that's all I think. Hang on a minute, I'm sorry about it. Hello? Hello? Who is it, mate? Ed, alright, mate? Yeah, how are you? Listen, I'm just doing an interview, mate. Can you give me a call a bit later on? Yeah, about 5 o'clock would be brilliant, mate. Top man. Thanks, Ed. Bye. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Cool.
No, that's not right, mate. That's so unprofessional. That is a joke.